Okay, so here we are again. I have, I printed out my picture again. Yours will just be on your computer screen. You don't have to print these out. It just makes it easier for me to show you what I'm doing. So I have this printed and it has the grid on it. And we're going to do exactly what we did before. So actually you can see these. This is a pretty big image. I could have made it smaller. But so as we're drawing, we're actually going to be making it smaller, which is fine. So you can tell, you can't see my grid here at the top because it's all black, but I can count. I can see that's 1, 2. That's 2 in. So 1, 2, 1, 2. So I'm going to start in that box up there, and I'm going to start in the second box. Oh my gosh, I can't get that straight. So I have this little bit of this petal. So this is exactly like what we were doing last time, except it's not just a line drawing, we have an actual photograph. So the problem here is I can't see where it falls in my box. So my grid, there's a line here. I'm just going to put this in for myself with my pencil so I can kind of see it. So I kind of know where these overlap. Okay, so box 2, I have this little corner of this petal. So I'm going to try to isolate that as much as I can. So I'm going to, it's a little bit less than halfway in. So I'm going to come in and go up. And it comes over and it rounds down right by the line. And that's all that's in that box. So I'm going to move to box 3. And this one starts up a little bit higher. And it comes over. Goes up. And my edge isn't straight because it's not a line drawing. And then it starts to come down. Probably right about there. And then in the corner here, I have a little bit of this petal. So I want to make sure to get that in there. And I'm going to go ahead and go into box 4. And it comes up pretty high. And it has a rounded edge. And it looks like it comes, here's the grid line right here. So it looks like it comes almost down to this corner, but not quite. And I need to actually move this over more this way. Can you see that? How it's more a diagonal line on this side than that side. So I'm going to erase that out. And you want to kind of draw on where shadows are at as well. So I kind of have like a little shadow area here. There's a little piece that's kind of coming around this side right here too. I don't know if you can see that. So now there's nothing in the rest of my boxes. Those are going to be black, so I'm just going to leave those. And I'm going to move down to the next set of boxes. So I can see that this part right here connects to that part of the petal. So I'm going to go ahead and come down in this box, and it looks like it moves over to a little more than halfway. So I'm going to come down, I'm going to swoop it over, and it's kind of curves down like this. And then I have this part of a petal from the corner up to about a little less than halfway. So I also want to go ahead and put these water droplets in here. Don't worry about shading anything. We're going to come back to that later. You still want to kind of draw lightly though. In case I need to erase anything later. That one's really tiny. There's a little tiny water droplet here. There's another little one here. There's one here. So now I'm in this box, and you can see this petal comes down at a diagonal, probably right about to there, and then this petal starts at the bottom, and I'm going to go up to this corner, or sorry, up to where this one ends. Now I can go ahead and move over into box the next box. Sorry, it's hard for me to talk and draw at the same time. So I don't know if you can see this. There's like a little petal right here. So it's almost, or maybe it's a shadow, but it comes right down about like that. And then this petal continues over to here. And now I also have another petal in here, and it comes up. There are birds on the wire right outside my studio. I don't know what they're doing, but they're making a lot of noise. So right now I'm right here. I'll come over and bring it back down. There's a water droplet in here. Other water droplets here. There's some tiny ones too. I'm not going to really worry about those right at the moment. I can always come back and put those in later. So now I want to get this petal. So you can see how this is much more complicated than the line drawing that we did. So now I'm over in the next box. So I just did this, and now I got to do that one. And then this one continues kind of over here. Okay, so now I'm off to this box, and you can see that one's kind of hard too. Got lots going on there. So I'm going to come back up to this one, which is this petal here, and I'm going to bring it, looks like it goes up and comes back around, probably right about there. And back over here, there's this one. I know I told you not to skip ahead, but I didn't actually see that one until just now. And then I'm going to go ahead and doing this one right here. Okay, lots of fun over here. That's the pizza delivery, maybe. Okay, so now I'm over here. Oh, I still have all of this petal. Good times. So now I'm on this petal here. And then I have this one here. Now I have this diagonal. Goes into the next box. And comes down to the bottom. Okay, so all right, so I'm going to stop for there, and I'm going to go ahead and finish this, and then I will post it on the Schoology page. So you're just going to go ahead, you're going to do that exact same thing that we did last time. You're going to erase the grid. You're going to take a picture of both and turn them in, and then you're going to save this. You're not going to do any shading, don't color anything in. We're going to save that and do that after we work on some shading tutorials, and that won't be until next week.